Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the Nascent Toy Collector. I'm Adam Martin, and today we're going to be checking out Super7 Ultimate Lion-O, my first of the new Thundercats, and I cannot wait to get into this bad boy. Let's check it out. So here again, Super7 knocking it out of the park, and that Thundercat logo, probably the most bold logo of the 80s, and that's saying a lot. There's some badass cartoon logos in the 80s, and man, that thing is just cool. And this box, that just turns it up to 11 right there. Thing's so awesome, and it's super reflective. I actually had a light shining in on it earlier, and the light hitting it was casting the red glow of the Thundercat onto the white little background I've got set up here. Really cool. It says Lion-O right there. That's exactly what it is. Let's turn it around. That font, another just badass, amazing font. Very much reminds me of Silverhawks, I think, because they're both Rankin Bass, and they're just both killer shows. Now, of course, the art is a little bit toned down than, let's say, the TMNT Ultimates was. You know, had the bricks and all the stuff on it, but it does have a little caption here that reads, "Smart, fast, and skilled as a warrior, Lion-O is the prince turned king of the Thundercats. A boy when they fled Thundera, he now as a young adult has the mind and temperament of a 12-year-old, so he has some maturing to do. His exclusive weapon, the Sword of Omens, gives him the power of sight beyond sight and makes him the dire enemy of the evil Mum-Ra." Just an awesome picture there. It reminds me of the opening of the cartoon, you know, Thundercats, 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 ho! And the figure itself, just amazing. Check that bad boy out. We have so many accessories to check out. We have an angry face. We have multiple versions of the claw shield. At least, I see 3 hilts. Well, I see a hilt there, and the Sword of Omens here. Got the Book of Omens. Man, I can't wait to get this guy out and check him out. He's my favorite Thundercat. Well, I don't know. Panthro may be my favorite Thundercat, but Lion-O is a very close second. I can't wait to turn to this figure. I haven't had a Lion-O in my hands, since the 80s, maybe the 90s. I don't know. I can't remember when exactly my Thundercats disappeared. I just know they did. Thanks, Mom. All right, there he is, out of the box. And man, I've got to say, just immediately looking at him, I love the paint job on him. He's got like the light and darkness here. Like, it reminds me absolutely of the cartoon, and that's exactly what I wanted. I mean, this is for nostalgia, right? This is Nascent. This is me being the Nascent toy collector. So nostalgia firmly weighs in on my decisions, and things like the Thundercats are going to get me every time. And I mean, I saw Lion-O up for grabs, and I was like, yeah, I've got to have him. I love the Thundercats. They're just too cool. This figure is awesome. It has so many points of articulation, you know, way better than the old school figures did. And this is an ultimate, you know, I would expect this. He's got the shoulders, he's got the biceps, he's got the elbows and the wrists, you know, like you would expect. He's got the crunch action, and you can tell he's been doing his crunches. I mean, look at those abs. He also does the side-to-side twist. Of course, he's got the thigh movement here. You know, you can do all kind of awesome posing and stuff. He even kind of, you know, you can see the softness there, like so that he can bend. His knees, of course. And then he's got the twistable boots, so you can set the feet up however you want them. And then, of course, the ankles themselves move forward and backwards. And they also have a little bit of side-to-side action, which gives him all kinds of posability, which is what you want in a figure like this. I mean, I'm sure that you, like me, if you're buying something like this, the whole idea is you're going to set it up, you're going to want to look at it. That's what I want to do. I mean, this is going in my bedroom. This is Lion-O. This is the leader of the Thundercats. He's probably my favorite one next to Panthro. I mean, how could you not like Panthro? I love Panthro. Yeah, he's one of my dudes. He's going to go up there with He-Man. He's going to go up there with Donatello. He's going to go up there with Skeletor and Merman and Beastman and all of my favorite action figures that I have posed in my bedroom, because he's just, that's the place they hold in my heart, the Thundercats. I would love to have, I wonder if I can get him into this pose. You know what, I'm not even going to try. I'm just going to check out the figure. Let's take a really good look at him here, though. So we saw his articulation. He's really well articulated. Some would say that's basic now, and I guess it is, actually. Now, I was looking at the swords, and I do believe that this one comes out of here. Comes out of this holster. And bam! It sure does. So he can hold the little sword. You guys remember when he was... I always thought it was funny when Lion-O he would be like practicing with the little sword. Look at that little thing. It's just cute. It's so little, it's cute. Look at it. I mean... The king of the Thundercats with his tiny little sword. Let's take a good look at it, though, because if anything, everything about this thing is highly detailed. Now look at that. It has, you can see the little eye on it, the eye of Thundera there. It has paint application in the hilt. It's beautifully done. Very nice. I really like it. Super cool, as it should be. Put it back in the claw shield, which, man, look at all the claw shields. Before I get to the claw shields, though, let's look at the big Sword of Omens. Look at that thing. It is ready to call on the Thundercats with a big ho and shoot that like laser beam out of the front of it. Pretty badass. Cats come running from all over. I love the length of the sword. Everything looks perfect. It also has the fine detail in it with the paint. Mine has a little bit of a paint mistake right there, but that's okay. I could probably wipe that off with something if I really wanted to. It's not that big a deal. I can just turn it this way and it's fine. Can't even tell it's there. I love the hilt, the handle. Everything's beautiful. I love it. It's exactly what I would expect for a Sword of Omens. Let's see. It also came with a second head, the I'm angry head. I probably did something stupid. Now I've got to make up for it. That's something. I remember thinking Lionel was an idiot all these years before rewatching the show, and finally understanding that he, like the box says, he has the mind and temperament of a 12-year-old in an adult's body. I did not remember that part of the story. In fact, if you missed the first episode of the show, or whatever happened, that's very possible that I never even watched the first episode, because you would see it in syndication, you might see it out of order. You wouldn't even know that's the story, because they don't really ever reference that again. Anyway, they do, however, always reference the Book of Omens, and there it is in all of its glory. It's even got its little Thundercat logo on it. That just badass emblem of the Thundercats. Really nice paint detail. The deco here is spot on and stellar. And I would say probably in one of these open hands, he has this kind of open hand here. You could probably even hold the book, because they're like flexible so that you can put things in and oh yeah. Oh, I know it'll work. I can already tell. Look at that. So look, the hands will absolutely hold the Book of Omens. That's awesome. Damn, I like the flexibility in these fingers. That's actually really nice. That's really cool. That's just one of the extra little hands. All right, let's look at these claw shields. Now, he's got the one hanging on his belt here, which pops right off. Got a little peg there for hanging the claw shields on. That's really cool. So this one is the one that he comes with hanging on it, and it is actually, the sheath for the Dagger of Omens. So let's just call it the Dagger of Omens. That thing is awesome, highly detailed. Do you guys remember that he would shoot these little knuckles out, and they were like grappling hooks, and he could climb around? This thing is kind of a MacGuffin in the fact that the claw shield could basically do anything the plot needed it to do. And that's okay. I like, cartoons need MacGuffins. Nothing wrong with that. I do like that when it's holstered, you can see the eye of Thundera. Really cool. All right. So that was the hanging one. Here's the other hanging one, which is, I guess the idea is here is just to be more lifelike. It looks, it's hairy. Looks like you can see, obviously, and then it has, the palm there. Got some detail there. And you can hang that from his hip as well. You just push it onto this little peg. And there it is. So you've got the realistic one. And of course, the Sword of Omens on this one does not come out. So it's permanently in there, which is cool. It's fine with me. It looks like it's in there, and that's enough, right? This is the other one that looks more realistic. It has plenty of fine detail about it. And this is one that you can actually put on his arm. I don't know if you can see there's a peg in there where you can replace his hand with it, which is what we'll be doing here in a minute. And of course, I'm going to be doing this, I'm going with the cartoon accurate one. I do know, let's see, you can take the little dagger out. I saw this in another video. You can put it into the claw shield, like that. And actually, let's just see it. You can actually put it on there. And there it is. He did that on the show all the time. So that's a really cool detail to have him carrying the sword in the claw shield while it's on his arm. Pretty badass. I like that. It doesn't seem to really fit into the animated one and want to stay in place, which is kind of a shame. See, that it doesn't hold it. Like, it doesn't hold it like this one does. Like this one, you can feel it kind of like clip in and it stays there. So I don't know if that's just an oversight on their part or something. I don't know. Who knows? But this is the one. This is the one I would definitely want him wearing. It also has the details on it and everything, and it's just a really nice sculpt. And it's the cartoon version, which is the whole point in this, right? It's got to be cartoony. I mean, that's the whole point. That's the whole point for me, at least. That's why I get into these things. I already said that. Anyway, so let's go here, though. Let's just put him together here. Now, does he look? He just looks emotionless with that face. I mean, I like the face sculpt. The head sculpt is just awesome. I mean, look at the level of detail, the eyes, and everything going on there. It's awesome. But I think he would look cool with that angry face. So let's just, and I always hate this. I always hate doing this. It makes you feel like I'm going to break it. Oh, there went the head. Let's put on the angry head. Yeah, there we go. There you go, Lionel. You probably did something dumb, and now you're having to pay for it and having to learn some kind of lesson. Yeah, but look at that. Oh, awesome. Badass. Yeah. Man, Sword of Omens. Give me sight beyond sight. God, what an awesome figure. That just takes me back. I love this thing. The Ultimate Super7. You guys knock it out of the park. You guys are aces. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking it out. I love this thing. This thing's going right up there with the rest of my figures. I'm going to bring in Donatello. There's my other Ultimate. And here is Merman, because I love Merman, especially this version of him that looks more like the cartoon. Now, you can see Lionel's scale. He's like a 7-inch figure. He's like 7 inches. He's about an inch bigger than both of them. These guys are the 6-inch style. Man, look at that. Awesome. I love it. Hey, guys, hit like, hit subscribe. Tune in next time for more Nascent Toy Collector. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Peace out.